Hi, this is Pranav from CoderScout, and today I'm going to cover how to use the integration between CoderScout and Zoho Recruit. This extension is available from the Zoho Marketplace, and the steps to install the extension are covered in the description of this video. I will cover the following topics in this video: how to send CoderScout assessments from Zoho Recruitment, what the candidate will see when he receives an assessment request, how the candidate's assessment is rated and reviewed on CoderScout, and finally, what the hiring manager or a recruiter will see on Zoho Recruit after the candidate's assessment is completed, rated, and the feedback is given on the CoderScout side. So let's jump right into the demo of how to use this extension. After the CoderScout extension has been installed on Zoho Recruit, you will see a certain changes, and as you can see in this particular instance, you will be able to see CoderScout assessments module on your Zoho Recruit. In addition to this, you will be able to see a certain changes on few of the screens. Firstly, on all the candidates, I am currently looking at all the candidates in the account, and if you open a specific candidate's profile, you will see there is an additional action button which allows you to send CoderScout assessment to the given candidate. And this is the way you can actually send an assessment. So let's click on this and see how it works. Since this is a senior Java developer, this particular candidate is a senior Java developer, and he has applied for the senior Java developer position, we will be able to select one of the many assessments that are present in your CoderScout account. In this case, I will choose an assessment that already exists on the CoderScout account, which is specifically designed to assess senior Java developers. And we can pick the date and time on which you want to schedule the assessment. In this case, I'm going to pick this at a certain time. And once this is done, you will be able to see the date and time on which you are scheduling, and the time zone as well on which at which it is scheduled. So after clicking on the send assessment button, the invitation to take up the CoderScout assessment will be sent to the candidate from CoderScout. None of the communications will go in this case from Zoho Recruit. This communication, an email, will go out from CoderScout. So let's do this. Send the assessment, and for this you will receive a confirmation message that invitation is sent, and we will then see what the candidate is going to see on the other side. Okay, so on the other side, the candidate has received an invitation to create his CoderScout account and set his password so that he can take the assessment at the scheduled date and time. And the email contains all the required details, like for which position he has been invited and by which organization he was invited to take the assessment. It has the date and time when the assessment is scheduled. So simply the candidate can go ahead and click on the confirm participation button, where he'll be able to create the CoderScout account and set his password. Finally, he'll not be able to take the assessment before the scheduled date and time. So in the next step, we will see what happens after the candidate has completed the assessment. So finally, when the entire assessment on the CoderScout side is completed, what needs to be done? Let's have a look at that. In this scenario, the assessment contained a programming round followed by a technical interview round, and both of these rounds have already been scored. The programming round is automatically scored because it had unit tests which were executed and the programming round was already tested. And finally, before the assessment, is shared to Zoho Recruit with the rating and the feedback, one action that needs to be taken is we need to score the assessment and give an overall score so that the decision making on Zoho Recruit becomes easier. So here the scoring needs to be done out of 10. What is the overall final score, and the final feedback with a recommendation of whether the candidate is technically fit or not from the technical evaluation point of view. So, yeah, when this is concluded, this particular feedback will be shared with Zoho Recruit, and we will take a look at how it looks on the Zoho Recruit site shortly. Okay, so finally, now let's take a look at how it appears on Zoho Recruit. So we have the candidate's profile open, the candidate which had taken the assessment on CoderScout. Now, once the assessment's feedback was completed, you will see that on the candidate, we would already be able to see the CoderScout assessments if there were any taken by the candidate. And here, since the candidate's assessment is already completed and his review is shared, you can see that the feedback that was shared on the CoderScout site is visible here, as well as the score that was given on CoderScout. And finally, last but not the least, we also have the full report URL, using which you can see the full details of the assessment of this candidate. Let's take a look at it, how it looks on CoderScout. Here we can see, you can not only see the score and feedback, but you can see if there were multiple rounds in the assessment, you can see the score and the durations of that round, and you could also see the detailed log of activities that were taken during the round. So this concludes the demo of the powerful two-way integration between Zoho Recruit and CoderScout. So what are you waiting for? Give this extension a try. It's free. And you will also get a free trial of CoderScout if you haven't already tried CoderScout yourself. Thank you.